Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ask the Amigos, where we answer our Discord community's burning questions. We start off with Ricky DeRocher, who asks, "Who is your favorite Star Trek captain?"
Kirk, brother. There's only one answer.
Mm.
Kirk, Captain James Tiberius Kirk. That's who I like. He was great. And you know why? He is never boring. He was not the best captain. Not even close. I'd say Picard was a way better captain. Like I would if I was worried about my safety, I want to be with Picard. If I want to go out and pick up hot chicks, get liquored up, and just go recklessly to the neutral zone, not give a crap, like violate everything, that's Kirk all day long, man.
It's hard for me to argue with you because everything you said was true. But
I,
I've got to go with Picard because he's the one that I grew up with. I grew up
yeah.
watching Next Gen. I'm still watching Next Gen. I'm in the midst of a rewatch right now, so I got to go with the man Jean Luc. Bajako asks, "Do you have?" This is back in Halloween times because it's been a while since we've done an Ask the Amigos.
Okay.
Do you have a favorite Halloween or spooky themed game?
Well, I will right now since it's fresh in my mind. I'm going to go with Spooks
Yeah,
on the
on the
TRS-80 color
Coco.
computer. Man, the game of the year last year for the Coco, and it's Halloween based. It's funny the game's not what I would call deep, but it plays great.
It plays like
I'll,
a game.
but in terms of like a Halloween themed, like a proper game, I like Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. That's a very great game to play during Halloween. So that's another one I would put on. What about you, Bode?
Only one choice for me, and that's the Adams Family.
Ah, okay. As long as you didn't say the Simpsons game, like Fritz Hit and
Only
Run.
one choice
That
for me, and
idiot.
it's the Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh God.
Is there a particular snack that only comes out around Halloween that you enjoy?
Well, I have been known to gobble down some candy corn, but
Yeah.
really, candy, every candy, it doesn't matter. I'd eat it. I'd eat it. Unfortunately.
And what I'm going to go with candy corn too, because everything else is available all year round.
A lot
I
of
don't
people
know.
hate the candy corn, Bode. You
Well,
notice
those
that? I've
people
heard
are
that.
wrong.
I
Yeah.
agree.
And if you can think back to Halloween, this past Halloween, do you remember your favorite trick or treat costume?
You know, my favorite costume, this older couple showed up right before the cutoff, and they were dressed as a couple old losers. Like, that was their costume. They didn't wear anything. So, like, when a 42-year-old bride and her goofy looking husband come rolling up and are like, trick or treat, and, like they've just put down their menthol cigarette to ask you for candy, that's my favorite because that takes a lot of guts and literally no self esteem at all.
That's real Halloween. That's
That's
real
right.
Halloween. All right. Scoob asks for boat. You wake up one morning to find that Aaron has secretly replaced all your ECS machines with AGA ones. You sit down to play Lotus 2 and it looks slightly better. Do you A, smash the machine in protest? B, deny what you saw? Or C, record a 45-minute rant titled "The Day the Amiga Died"? I tell you what I'd do, brother. I'd deny everything. I'd say I'd never played an AGA version of Lotus 2. I don't know what you're talking about. OCS is all that exists.
I wish that existed. I know what you'd really do. There'd be a lot of crap going on eBay, is what would happen, or just thrown out, depending on how lazy you were that day.
That's true. That's true. I think this next question is for both of us. What's a game that you pirated as a ne'er-do-well youth that you now deeply regret not buying because you realize you would have enjoyed it so much more with the manual, box art, and all the glorious trimmings?
Oh, God, go ahead, Bode.
Um, Boy, I don't know. Most of the games that I pirated, if I didn't like it within the first 2 seconds, I was out. I was gone. I moved
Yeah.
on. And so there was, I mean, oh no, I take it back. Ultima 4 for the Atari, because I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing there. That game came as part of a back of the Antic magazine correspondence I had with a guy who's like, "Hey, send me some discs. I'll send you some games."
Yeah.
And so Ultima 4 was part of that, and it took forever to load. I mean, forever. It was a
Yeah.
multi-disc loader. I didn't know. Yeah, so Ultima 4 for me. How about you?
I pirated so much, but over the years, just a couple that come to mind. I had a lot of trouble figuring out Eye of the Beholder when it came out because I had no idea what was going on, and that was a sort of a departure from the other D&D games I played. I was like, man, I don't like. I'm not 100% sure what's happening. So that one comes to mind. Another one. Remember that game we played on the ST, the Battle Hawk or the BattleTech Crescent Hawk
Oh yeah,
game?
right.
I pirated that, and remember how we had to dig deep into the docs on that thing just to figure out what was going on. So that's another one because that was one of the best ST games we played. And until I read the docs, I was like, I had no idea what was happening. I didn't know the plot. I didn't know nothing. So those are the two that come to mind.
And his final question: did you have a childhood pet, and what's your fondest memory of them? Bonus points if they ever chewed a joystick cable, sat on your keyboard, or helped you play Lemmings.
Bo, did you have one?
I had hamsters and guinea pigs growing up, and the only joystick chewing I did was for my own teeth.
That I can vouch for that too. I had a dog when I was real young, but eventually we got a
Really?
cat.
I never knew that.
Way back, and then we eventually got a cat, Muffin the cat. Muffin was a very mean cat. He liked us, but he hated everybody else. He's the one that clawed that dude in the groin. That was one of the all-time great bits because he stood up and the hat was hanging from the groin part of his pants by its claw, like it sunk in there like Wolverine. And Muffin, though, I don't recall Muff getting up on the keyboard or anything. So, and certainly no joysticks were nibbled because all we had was the old Cocoa stick, and even the cat's like, nah, I'm not nibbled on the Black Beauty.
Ben One Music asks, have you tried any of the Atari Recharged games? And if so, what do you think of them?
I have. I've played a bunch of them.
I've played a bunch of them. I really like the Centipede. I think the new Centipede is really good. I think the new Black Widow is really good too. The new Battle Zone. I've tried almost all of them. Been great.
The one I really like is the Yar's Revenge. Jiminy Christmas. That thing's great. I don't think the only one I didn't get into that much was the Pong because I thought there was room for improvement they didn't do. But I mean, still, it wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I love that. Listen, take your property, screw with it, but keep the original feel of it there. I don't got no problem with that. I'm down.
Me neither. Ben's second question, he says, Aaron and Boat, from which family members and friends, and in the case of British Jones, celebrities or online personalities did you pick up your accents? So who did you pick up your accent from the most, do you think? Or
I don't think I have it. I've never thought that I had any accent. I know people out there are probably laughing, but I mean, if you lived around here, like there's a gulf between like me and Boat, and then like most of the other people. I don't think we sound like as West Virginian as a lot of people do.
No, that's definitely true.
And my dad, he's not super redneck sounding, but he says a lot of redneck stuff. You know, so I guess that sort of would be who I would pick. But you know, see, Matt.
What about celebrities?
Like
who is your number one inspiration celebrity on the mic that you try and mimic?
Well, I mean, I picked up a lot of stuff from the McKenzie brothers. Me and Hose were doing McKenzie bit. They would drop them. In terms of like, in terms of people that work the stick, and I'm trying to I think Jim Ross, I would say, is probably. I didn't even mean to. But I go back and listen to the stuff that I say, and I remind myself of Jim Ross, the wrestling commentator. So I would say good old JR.
Yeah, the person that I try to mimic the most is Jeff Gerstmann, who is one of the hosts of Giant Bomb. I just really like the way he talked, and a lot of the cadence of my speech whenever we're talking about games, I kind of mimic off him. British Jones, well, he has his own accent. I'm not sure where he picked it up from. You know, he's from the where did you say he's from? The streets of Sussex?
Straight for the streets of Sussex. That's right.
Graham W. Vebke asks, I've taken an interest in videos about ideas for everyday carry. Do you have items you carry almost every day? And have you given it much thought as to what you take and how you carry it?
Well, I could start on this one because I've got a, I always refer to it lovingly as a European carry-all from the old Seinfeld episode, but it's It's sort of like a tote bag or something, but I have all my crap. I don't like to carry crap in my pockets at all. So like my wallet, my phone, everything but my keys if I'm driving around are in the bag. Plus I gotta have some like hand cream, probably some bandages for my feeble hands, maybe some aspirin, maybe some maybe some hard candy is in there. And then there's always some weird stuff like a VGA to DVI adapter or like a portable USB converter or like and credit cards from like, I mean, cards that go back to businesses that are long gone are stuck in there. Old mail is in there, and I carry it everywhere I go. And the bag's falling apart, and the inside of it's ripped open. So there's like a million. It's like the Millennium Falcon. Like there's all kinds of places to stow crap, and you can't find it. Like my phone will ring, and I'll have the bag. I can hear it, and I'm going through this ripped up thing trying to find the phone. So yeah, that's what I carry.
I always carry three things. I always have my car keys, my wallet, and my phone with me. In the wintertime, when I'm wearing my winter jacket, inside my winter jacket, I have lip balm, a pair of gloves, and my knit cap. And that's what I carry. So I'm pretty standard when I carry. I don't mind keeping stuff in my pockets. I
Do
didn't
you
know that
like
was a
wearing
thing.
coats?
Not especially. I mean,
Like
but you
I
got
hate
to.
them. No, I don't. I hate it. If you see me in a coat or a hoodie or something, it must be double cold, or I must have to
Mm.
do something outside. Otherwise,
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
killed.
mind wearing. I don't mind wearing a coat. I'm okay with
You're
it.
stylish though, Bode. I'm a big goof. I can't do it.
Graham's second question is: do you ever have difficulty falling asleep? Is it from your? If so, is it from your mind being overactive, worrying about things too much, caffeine, or something else?
Go ahead, Bode. I'll let you fill this one first.
I don't have much trouble falling asleep because I take medicine to help me fall asleep. I take 25 milligrams of trazodone to help me fall asleep every night, and
What's
it
it
works
called?
wonders. Trazodone,
All
it's
right.
and it's great. I fall asleep. I'm out within 5 minutes.
I I have a terrible time sleeping, and have my whole life. Uh, I woke up in the operating room when they were taking my tonsils out. They had to put me,
Mm.
and that was after they gave me. It's just I don't know. My dad's the same way, and so I'll take some Nyquil on days that I really need to get some sleep, but that doesn't always work. Here recently? I haven't had that much trouble falling asleep. It's just I've had trouble staying asleep. But that's one of the big problems. I don't carry around a lot of angst, like, oh God, what's coming up today or whatever. Generally, I just I just don't sleep well. I never have. My dad's the same way. And so, and on any given night, if I can attempt to get 6 hours of sleep, that's a miracle. And I never sleep all the way through ever, ever. I mean, you could count on one hand in 5 years the number of times I've slept a complete night without waking up. So, and I usually wake up tons. And it's not
Mm.
sleep apnea or anything. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I got a myriad of problems, but who knows?
Cameron Armstrong asks, do either of you like beer? And if so, what kind of beer do you like best?
Go ahead, Bode.
I used to be a huge fan of beer before I started taking medication, which stopped making me be allowed to drink. I'm hopeful that somewhere along the lines I'll be able to get off that and be able to drink again. But I love a good stout, so I'm just like you, Cameron. I like Samuel Smith's oatmeal stout. I also like there's an IPA called Space Dust that I really like. It's made by Elysium Space Dust. Man, when I was in my Coco Nation watching days, I used to get myself a big pizza from Marco's and get a 6 pack of Imperial, or not Imperial, of those IPAs. And man, that was the best afternoons of my life, or being drunk on Coco Nation.
Those were always entertaining. And my other favorite's the International Computer Club, where you were going to mix all the drinks. That's an all-time classic. And where you
Not a
got to
good
make
move.
yourself sick on drinking the pickle juice. I
Yeah.
hate beer, Bode, as you know. I like root beer, but I mean, otherwise, I hate all beer. I'm a bourbon guy, or anything that's not beer. I will drink malt beverages.
Hmm.
I love like wine cooler type stuff or Smirnoff Ice. I
Yeah.
drink those all day long, but I don't like the taste of beer. I never have, and I couldn't drink a can at all. I can't do it.
Mm. Yeah. Cameron's second question is, if your first name had to be changed for a new name, what would you switch it to? I'll go first. I'm going to change the question. I've seriously considered changing my middle name from Thomas to Tiberius.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be
I would approve
awesome.
of that. Man, my buddy Jerry, he always told me he was going to change his name to Devin St. John's Michaels, Devin St. John Michaels. I've always thought that was a pretty good name.
That is a pretty cool name. Maybe you should do that.
No, I'm not going to take his gimmick. I like Augustus. I like Drake. So it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
Something like that. It had to be, that's one I can't just roll one out. I have to think that. Armando, I'd be okay with that too. That'd be good.
I have an Atticus in class this year. It's my first Atticus. So the Roman names are coming back. They're coming back big.
That's dandy. I love that.
And Cameron's final question is, can Thai Fusion deliver pineapple curry to Australia? Yes, if you pay shipping.
Yeah, and get ready for disappointment. It's gonna be in the plane for a long time.
David Herdenreiter asks, pound for pound, best Amiga software house.
Well, I would. You go ahead. I'm going to ponder that for a second.
I really think, and it's not just because I love the Addams Family. I think Ocean probably put out as much good stuff as bad stuff in the grand scheme of things, and they have so much to choose from that I'll probably go for them pound for pound.
If we're talking about publishers or developers, if it's publishers, I would probably pick Psygnosis, because they think of all the great stuff they put out, all those Lemmings games, plus all the good Psygnosis games would be in there. So I think they'd be near the top. If you're talking developers, boy, that's a little bit. I mean, I love Cinemaware, but I mean that's a mixed bag if you pick them. So who was it that did Turrican? Those guys have a pretty good. Was it System 7?
That was Rainbow Arts.
Yeah, Rainbow Arts. They've got a pretty good catalog. Also, the guys that did. Man, it's tough getting old. Boat. The guys that ended up doing Tomb Raider.
Digital Eclipse. Is that right?
No. God, we've covered every one of their games about 1 million times.
Core.
Thank you. Core Design. Much like Ocean, they had plenty of duds. They had a lot of hits, too. So those would be amongst the ones. I saw Graph Gold mentioned they'd be up there, too. So yeah,
thank you for completely not answering the question and just naming a bunch of Amiga publishers.
Oh, I thought, what was the question? I thought I
for
did
pound,
answer.
best Amiga software house. You get one choice.
I'm going to Psygnosis.
Okay,
That's what I'm picking.
All right. What is your favorite Amiga demo?
The thing is, I don't know the names. I like the one with the dancing chick that everybody shows every time.
Jesus on Ease, I think is what that's called.
Is that what that is? We're not big demo guys. At least I'm not, Bo. Do you have the names that's memorized? I don't have.
In order
memorized.
for a demo to be good, it would have to contain non-Euro dance trash. So therefore, there are no good demos.
Boat. There's got to be some out there that play some old
I'm sure there are good
music.
ones. I just haven't seen them yet.
We don't watch that many demos. I mean, I know it's a sin, but we're not demo guys. I love hearing them and seeing them, but I don't watch them.
Favorite things to do in downtown Hurricane? Nothing. There is nothing to do in downtown Hurricane.
Well, that restaurant's good.
They used to be good. We don't know. They're under new management now.
Oh, are they again?
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. So I like that gazebo that's in the railroad tracks. It's not.
What
too
do you
bad.
do there?
Hang out. Maybe
I've never seen you one time hang out at that gazebo.
No, I don't. What do you do downtown? It's such
That's
a small.
That's why I said there's nothing.
Oh, Boat Fest. Boat Fest is the best thing
okay,
downtown.
there you go. I'll accept that. That's
and the
my
pizza
favorite
place
thing to
when
do
it's
downtown
open
Hurricane.
is good, but
Yeah.
they dropped the ball last year, big time.
Joe Aquat asks, what are your most and least favorite Arkanoid power-ups?
My most favorite power-up would be the laser. I love the laser. And then the least favorite would be the one that makes your little paddle shrink. I hate that.
That one's no good. Shrinkage, baby. My favorite one is probably also the laser. My least favorite one is the one that gives you like the multi-ball, Because what happens is 8 billion balls go out from your paddle, and I
Yeah.
miss every single one of them as they bounce down.
That was the next choice, but I thought the pedal getting small is even worse.
Yeah, that's even worse. You're right. Ricky DeRocher asks, what is your least favorite classic game console? I've got an answer, no question, the Jag. The Jag is the worst classic games console.
Classic. I mean, that's a pretty wide, because you got to think that's including stuff like the CDI.
Well,
You know,
you can
which
answer
is-
however
which is-
you like. What do
well,
you
I'm
think?
just saying. It's hard. Like the Atari 200, not great. Boy, I would say, God, it's tough. It's tough. Um, the Jag is not good. You know, I would say that Jag is not good. So I'm gonna also I'm also gonna hammer the Jag, but I'm sure I could think of a worse one. But that one's bad. And the thing is, what makes it worse is like it's not like the CDI where it got like a limited release. This thing was like everywhere. They pitched it, they built it, and then they released jack squat for it that was any good. Horrible controller too.
Yeah, the controller is it's just the worst. It's the dirt worst. The buttons suck. The little buttons suck. The D-pad sucks. It all
The fact
sucks.
that it only has RF out, that was
Right.
dumb. What were they thinking
Right.
there?
Right. Soup asks, which console do you think has the dirt worst library?
Well, I mean, I will say CDI's library crushes the Jag. I mean, we sort of just went over it. I don't know. Is there maybe like, I don't know, the Virtual Boy? It's got a pretty limited library.
Yeah.
You know. But I mean, I've played
I would
Virtual Boy
say-
games that are way better than a lot of the 3DO or the Jag games.
I mean, you can cheat and you can say like the super graphics because it only got like 3 games released for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with the Jag again, just because I don't think I've played any Jag games that I was like, man, this is I'm having fun here, you know?
If you're going to talk exclusive games made for the system,
Right.
there's an argument to be made for the CD32.
Oh yeah, you're
I mean,
right.
what exclusive games that were not released on the Amiga appeared on that?
Yeah.
I mean, so
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna put that in. As much the thing is, as a expandable computer, it's great. You can't expand the Jag into a computer, but in terms of like a software library, it stinks.
Pete Oz asks, and this came from Christmas time, of course. What would be your perfect Christmas day?
Well, I like to sleep in, all right, and then I would like to wake up and have someone else has cooked a big breakfast, all right.
Mhm.
So I get up and there's like pancakes and bacon and sausage. It's all waiting for me, right?
Mhm.
And I come out wearing my tunic, you know, and the house is a good temperature for the tunic. You know, it's not a little bit chilly, but not too cold. And the gifts were all wrapped by someone that's not me, right? And also some of the gifts there were for me, and they were wrapped. I didn't know what they were, you know. And then the stockings were hung, and stuff was put in the stockings, and I don't know what's in them. And then I opened stuff, and I'm surprised and baffled. Where'd this come from? You know. And then Luke and Tree are there, and they got their goodies. And then like afterwards, like they go and fall asleep, and I watch some of my Christmas time horror shows on my old TV while
Yeah.
I'm sipping on some kind of alcoholic, like warm toddy sort of affair with a with a candy cane in it. That would be fine with me.
Yeah, that mainly. It's hard for me to top that. Waking up or sleeping in, waking up to a nice hot breakfast, tearing into some presents, watching. I love watching TV on all major holidays. So yeah, sign me up for the Christmas ghost stories, the BBC ghost stories. Those are great.
Yeah, I just don't want to have to do anything. That's the
Right.
main part of my Christmas wish. It's just all done. I don't have to do nothing. The breakfast is cooked. Everything's ready for me. That's what I want.
So your perfect Christmas day is the exact opposite of your actual Christmas day.
Well, no, they end the same, but they start very differently.
Mork asks, will you be watching the football, and by football he means football, soccer World Cup next year? And other than the USA, who will you have a place in your heart to support? So for me, I will England. since I used to live there, I always have a special place in my heart to support them. What about you, Aaron?
No, God, no. I'm not watching soccer. I hate soccer, and I don't care about the World Cup. Now, with that much said, if somebody held my feet to the fire and said you've got to support a team, I would support whatever team that Tony Khan partially owns, since he owns AEW. I would support him because I like his wrestling product. But otherwise, I don't care about soccer.
All right. Joe Aquat's last question is, did you ever beg for a particular Christmas gift to every person in your family that you ended up with two or more said gift? If so, what was it?
You know, there's a lot of communications back in the day. So I don't think so, unless it was something like I went through a kick where I wanted tons and tons of Star Wars trading cards,
Hmm.
and so I do remember getting multiples of that, but that's okay because they're trading cards. But in terms of like getting the same toy like twice, I don't think that ever happened because the parents had good communications with anyone else that would buy me stuff. So I don't
Right.
think that ever happened.
Yeah, that never happened to me either. I never received two of the same item on
Yeah.
Christmas. And finally, our final question of Ask the Amigos for this time is from Matthew Perrone. He says, my wife and I have comfort movies we watch as background noise while doing other things or while chilling out on the couch in the late evening. And he lists some of his favorites. Do you have that kind of habit? Are there some movies that you rewatch year after year, or do you not rewatch movies?
Just for fun, what were some of his? Do you have them written down there?
American Werewolf in London, Alien, Contagion, and he says the list goes on.
I like your Miracle World. Yes, there are movies that I will turn on and watch over and over. The Big Lebowski is one that
That's a good one.
if it's on. The Shining is one that I always end up catching it just right in the middle. Shawshank Redemption is one I catch all the time. Like I never see the beginning of these films. Like for me, he's always in jail, and there was never a free man. Uh, um, Something like Tron. I've caught the middle of that one like a million times. Just leave it on, and stuff like The Naked Gun, Airplane. If those are on, I almost always watch them. So
Yeah,
those are the ones that come to mind.
for me, I don't like movies. Like I don't really like watching movies too much, but like I'll watch when I was a kid though, I would watch The Sandlot over and over again because I was in the main demographic for that movie when that came out. I watched that a million times. Um I'll watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer every year at Christmas time. I like that's my favorite Christmas special, so I'll watch that. But other than that, like when my wife and I are watching TV, we're usually not watching movies because she likes completely different movies than I do. She's all
If
about
it's
the action.
if it's Christmas time, then we always watch Rudolph every year. All right, we
Hmm.
like you did. We always watch the the horror, the British horror show, like The Signalman and that
Hmm.
stuff. We always watch that. We used to always watch The Christmas Story, or at least catch some of it. But when I got rid of cable and don't have TNT or whatever, so they show a marathon, we never see it.
Yeah,
That's one. But I used to watch. I've seen it like a billion times.
yeah, yeah.
But it's funny. Like this year, I didn't see that many like standard Christmas movies on. There was a time where like Wizard of Oz was on every year at Christmas time, and like what's the Miracle on
The
34th
Sound of
Street.
Music. Yeah, The Sound of Music. Oftentimes would play during Christmas time.
But I haven't those traditions have sort of like I don't know went south. Like I like me and Luke watched the Sherlock Holmes, the Jerry Britt Sherlock Holmes the Christmas one that they did, which was great. So we watched that. I'll watch the Twilight Zone, Night of the Meek. We watch that every year, the Christmas Twilight Zone. So there are some I tend to watch every year, but you don't see the same ones that you used to. I guess it's not classic to people anymore. I guess they don't know what it is. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's the way it goes.
Well, that's going to do it for this period's Ask the Amigos. This was 3 months worth of questions, so we'll say this quarter's Ask the Amigos. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. And remember, if you're a member of our Patreon community, you can drop us a line anytime. Ask us a question on the Ask the Amigos channel. All right,
One
guys,
thing,
we'll see you
Boat.
next
One
time.
thing, Boat. Hold on,
Okay,
Boat. Hold
okay,
on, Boat.
okay.
When this airs, we should go ahead and plug it. as the airing of this, please check out Amigathon. It'll be coming up tomorrow, Saturday, January 31st at 8 a.m., 12 hours of our charity marathon where we play Amiga games for 12 straight hours. Please check out Amigathon.com for all the information, and we'll be on Twitch, we'll be on YouTube. You can give now, you can give later, but give something to them kids.
All right. We'll see you next time, guys. Until then, adios.
Adios.